wanted to ask you about, in South Sudan, it's said that the government is not letting UN planes use the Juba airport due to a disagreement about the UN's role in running the airport. Is that the case? And is it in any way hindering the deployment of the new forces?
My understanding is that that issue has been resolved. The issue of the airport. The mission's flights resumed yesterday after having been temporarily grounded due to the non-issuance of security clearances.
And so it's resolved, meaning that the UN has no role in running the airport.
Well, it's resolved in the sense that the UN is receiving the flight clearances. We obviously apply for flight clearances to the South Sudanese authorities, as we would do. We don't control the airspace. It's a sovereign state. We, like anyone else, need to get flight clearances. So whatever issue that existed has now been resolved.
And I want to ask you, yesterday I'd asked you about this crackdown in Togo, and I wanted to know whether you said that you were looking for something, or the UN was monitoring. How many people do you think were killed in it? And are there any? There've been some people have called for people to flee to Ghana and other nearby countries.
I wish I had something for you, but I don't have anything on Togo for you today.
Sure. I wanted to ask you about Libya. It's been some days now that the former Prime Minister Ali Zeidan is said to be held hostage, taken hostage. Since he's a person that the UN was dealing with, I wanted to know if the UN, if the mission, Mr. Salome or others are aware of it and what's being done about it.
I'll check with the mission.
Okay. Have another?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I was going to ask you about killer robots, but I want to ask you about this instead. There's an event this week in the General Assembly, and it's some of the sponsors are those who attended the Macau event, sponsored and paid for by Eng Lap Seng in August 2015, just before he was indicted and arrested. So I wanted to know, maybe you can find this out today. It said that it's going to be webcast.
What's the event? I don't.
The event has to do with sustainable tourism. It's funded by, it's sponsored by a Chinese NGO and 2 member states, both of whom went to Macau. And so my question to you is, you've said that things have radically cleaned up.
I said,
what's the UN's role in the event? What's the UN's role in the event? Who's paying for it?
Drop me off a piece of paper with information about the event.
I'm going to give you the email as well, the one about Yiping Zoo and the one that you said you hadn't seen.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.